The lips of wisdom are closed, except to the ears of understanding. The Three Initiates, the Kybalion. The book The Kybalion is a philosophical and mystical work published in 1908, focusing on Hermetic teachings. Written by 3 anonymous authors under the pseudonym Three Initiates, it outlines a collection of universal and metaphysical laws. These principles are derived from ancient Egyptian and Greek wisdom and are used as a guide to understanding the laws of existence and achieving spiritual growth. The principle of mentalism. Everything is mind. The universe is a mental creation originating from the one mind and sustained by it. This is the fundamental principle in the Kybalion, stating that physical reality is the mental manifestation of a cosmic consciousness or the all. The entire universe, from the smallest components to the largest structures, is a part of a vast mind that acts as the creator and sustainer of all existence. Key concepts of the principle of mentalism. The universe as a mental construct. This principle asserts that all physical realities are ultimately born from thoughts. Matter, energy, time, and even space are all expressions of the mind. The all is the boundless force that contains everything within itself and acts as the creator and sustainer of the universe. The connection between human mind and the all. The human mind is a small reflection of the universal mind. Our thoughts and consciousness are part of the collective flow of global awareness. This means we have the ability to influence our own reality. Creating reality. The principle of mentalism states that our thoughts and beliefs form the foundation of the reality we experience. Just as the all created the universe, the human mind can create smaller realities within its own life. Different dimensions of the principle of mentalism. Philosophical. This principle has roots in Hermetic teachings and spiritual philosophies, emphasizing that everything is part of a unified whole. The world is a seamless whole, guided by the mind. Scientific. The principle of mentalism aligns with concepts in modern physics, such as quantum field theory. Some scientific theories suggest that reality, at its fundamental level, is more like energy and information rather than matter. Psychological. The human mind, with its abilities, can influence physical, emotional, and even external conditions. This principle serves as the foundation for concepts like the law of attraction and positive thinking. Practical applications of the principle of mentalism. Controlling thoughts. If the world is built from thoughts, it is essential to consciously manage our thoughts. Positive thoughts create higher vibrations and yield more favorable outcomes. Example: if you believe you will succeed, your mind focuses on opportunities and attracts them. Responsibility. The principle of mentalism teaches us to take responsibility for our lives. If our lives are a reflection of our minds, we can change external conditions by transforming our inner world. Creating reality. By using this principle, we can purposefully create our goals and desires in life. Visualization, focus, and faith are tools for harnessing the power of the mind. Spiritual growth. Understanding that we are part of the universal mind can aid in spiritual growth and inner peace. This awareness enables us to see ourselves as one with the world and others, fostering a sense of unity with the entire cosmos. Key questions for contemplation on the principle of mentalism. How do my thoughts affect the reality of my life? Can I change my limiting beliefs? How can I use the power of my mind to create a better life for myself? The core message of the principle of mentalism. The universe is a reflection of our minds. If we want to change our external world, we must first change our inner world. The principle of mentalism connects us to an infinite inner power, showing that we are the creators of our own lives. The principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. This principle states that patterns and universal laws are the same across all levels of existence, even though they may appear in different forms. Different levels of reality, physical, mental, and spiritual, work in complete harmony with one another, and what occurs at one level is a reflection of what happens at another. Key concepts of the principle of correspondence. The universe as a unified whole. The universe is composed of multiple layers, spiritual, mental, and physical. Though these layers appear separate, they are, in reality, directly connected and reflect each other. In other words, the laws governing one level of existence also apply, albeit in a different form, to other levels. Understanding the universe through correspondence. By studying and understanding simpler phenomena, e.g., nature or the human body, we can uncover the patterns and laws of more complex aspects of reality. This principle acts as a bridge between the unknown and the known. The mirror of the world. Everything we observe in the external world is a reflection of something within us. This correspondence exists between our inner world, thoughts, emotions, and our outer world, events, circumstances. Different dimensions of the principle of correspondence. Philosophical. This principle is rooted in the belief that the universe is a unified whole, and all parts of it are interconnected. For example, the order and harmony observed in nature reflect the cosmic order present in the entire universe. Scientific. The principle of correspondence can also be seen in science. Example: the structure of an atom, nucleus and electrons, is similar to the structure of galaxies, the Sun and planets. Classical physics laws on a large scale resemble the quantum laws operating on a microscopic scale, even though they appear differently. Psychological. Our emotions and beliefs directly impact our life conditions. If our mind is filled with negative thoughts, these thoughts reflect back as unpleasant experiences in the external world. Spiritual. This principle suggests that we, as humans, are reflections of the mind of the universe. Just as the universal mind created reality, our individual mind can shape our personal reality. Practical applications of the principle of correspondence. Understanding relationships between different levels. If we want to understand the meaning of something on a specific level, e.g., spiritual, we can observe its equivalent on other levels, e.g., physical or mental. Example: just as our body requires nourishment, our mind and spirit also require spiritual nourishment. Solving problems. This principle helps us solve complex problems by analyzing simpler examples. Example: to better understand human relationships, we can observe relationships in nature, e.g., cooperation among different species. Self-knowledge. If our external life conditions are chaotic, it may reflect inner disturbances. By working on our inner world, we can bring about changes in our external reality. Creativity and manifestation. Understanding that the external world is a reflection of our inner world empowers us to shape our lives by changing our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. Examples and illustrations of the principle of correspondence. Nature. The growth pattern in nature, from the shape of flowers to galaxies, is similar. This indicates the correspondence in the universal laws governing all existence. The human body. The human body, as a microcosm, a small universe, is a reflection of the larger universe. For example, the cells in the human body resemble the structure of human societies. Each cell has a specific role and depends on the others for survival. Personal life example. If a person has inner peace, their external life is likely to be harmonious and balanced. Conversely, a disturbed mind can result in external tension and chaos. Key questions to reflect on the principle of correspondence. How can I gain deeper insight into my inner world by observing the external world? Do my external life circumstances reflect my mental and emotional state? How can I use simpler patterns to understand more complex issues? The core message of the principle of correspondence. The principle of correspondence reminds us that the entire universe follows the same laws, and each level of existence is a reflection of the others. This principle provides us with the tools to understand our inner world and align with the patterns of the external world. By understanding this harmony, we can create a more balanced and conscious life. The principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. This principle states that nothing in the universe is static or at rest. Everything, from the smallest subatomic particles to the largest galaxies, is in a state of constant vibration. Everything has a specific vibrational frequency, from physical matter to thoughts and emotions. Key concepts of the principle of vibration. The universal nature of motion. All existence is in motion. Even seemingly solid objects are composed of energy and movement at the subatomic level. This constant movement is a fundamental part of every being's nature. Different frequencies. Every entity in the universe has a unique vibrational frequency that indicates its level of vibration. Physical objects have lower, observable frequencies. Thoughts and emotions have higher, invisible frequencies. Generally, the higher the vibrational frequency, the more subtle and less material the phenomenon or substance becomes. Vibration in mind and spirit. Thoughts, feelings, and mental states also have vibrations. Positive thoughts carry higher frequencies, while negative thoughts are associated with lower frequencies. Different dimensions of the principle of vibration. Physical. In physics, matter is composed of atoms that are constantly moving and vibrating. Even solid objects are made of particles in continuous motion. Spiritual. The principle of vibration states that the human spirit and consciousness exist at various levels of vibration. As a person grows closer to spirituality, their vibrational frequency increases. Psychological. Human emotions and thoughts affect vibrational states. Positive vibrations, such as love, joy, and gratitude, attract positive experiences, while negative vibrations, such as fear, anger, and jealousy, attract undesirable experiences. Practical applications of the principle of vibration. Managing thoughts and emotions. By understanding that our thoughts and feelings have vibrations, we can focus on positive and constructive thoughts to create a better life. Example: gratitude has a high vibrational frequency and attracts positive conditions. Connecting with others. The principle of vibration shows that people with similar vibrational frequencies attract each other. Example: someone who lives with positive energy and love will attract similar people into their life. Improving life conditions. Changing one's vibrational frequency through meditation, visualization, and focusing on positive emotions can alter life conditions. Example: People trapped in mental poverty often need to raise their vibrations by changing beliefs and emotions. Healing and health. The principle of vibration is also applied in healing methods like energy healing and sound meditation. These methods improve physical and mental health by changing the body's vibrations. Examples of the principle of vibration in daily life. Example from nature. Sounds and lights are examples of vibrations. Each color has a specific wavelength, vibration, that gives it unique properties. Example in human interactions. When you enter a room and sense positive or negative energy, you are actually perceiving the vibrations of that space. Example in thoughts and emotions. When someone constantly thinks about success and feels that they will succeed, these positive vibrations can attract opportunities and favorable circumstances into their life. How to raise your vibrational frequency. Focusing on positive thoughts. Think of things that bring you happiness and inner peace. Exercise. Every day, think of 3 things you are grateful for. Meditation. Meditation reduces stress and increases your vibrational frequency. Creative visualization. Visualizing the things you want to achieve aligns your vibrations with your desires. Avoiding negative thoughts and people. People with low vibrations, such as those who constantly complain, can lower your vibrational frequency. Surround yourself with individuals who radiate positive energy. Spending time in nature. Nature has high and pure vibrations that can help raise your vibrational state. Listening to inspirational music. Music with high vibrations, such as calming or spiritual music, can positively impact your mood. Questions for reflection on the principle of vibration. What kind of vibration do my dominant thoughts and emotions create? How can I improve my vibrational frequency? Does my environment and my relationships send positive vibrations into my life? The main message of the principle of vibration. The universe is composed of vibrations, and everything is in motion and change. We have the power to change our external reality by changing our internal vibrations. This principle reminds us that our thoughts, emotions, and energy have a direct impact on the world around us and enable us to consciously create our reality. The principle of polarity. Everything is dual, everything has poles. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. This principle states that everything in the world has 2 poles, and opposites are merely degrees of a single reality. For example, heat and cold are 2 poles of a single concept called temperature. What appears as opposites is, in reality, 2 ends of a spectrum. Key concepts of the principle of polarity, duality and unity. While everything seems to appear in pairs, such as light and darkness, love and hate, this duality actually signifies an underlying unity. Each pair of opposites is part of a greater reality, only appearing in different degrees. Different spectrums. Each pole is a point on a spectrum. For example, love and hate exist on an emotional spectrum. Good and evil represent different degrees of morality. Changing poles. It is possible to move or change from one pole to another. By adjusting the intensity of something, you can transform it from one state to another. Dimensions of the principle of polarity. Physical. In the material world, all phenomena have polar pairs. Up and down. Left and right. Heat and cold. Light and darkness. Mental. Thoughts and emotions also possess polarity. Hope and despair. Optimism and pessimism. Happiness and sorrow. Spiritual. In the spiritual realm, polarity refers to the unity of everything at a higher level. The duality observed at lower levels transforms into unity at a spiritual level. Ethical. The concept of good and evil is an example of polarity in the ethical domain. Good and evil are not absolute, but rather different degrees of moral consciousness. Practical applications of the principle of polarity. Changing mental state. By understanding that thoughts and emotions exist on a spectrum, you can shift your mental state from negative to positive. Example: hatred can be gradually transformed into love by changing its intensity. Managing conflicts. The principle of polarity helps us accept conflicts and understand that they are two aspects of a single reality. Example: realizing that life's problems are part of the path to success allows us to have a better attitude towards challenges. Resolving conflicts. Understanding that opposites are identical in essence helps reduce judgment and improve relationships. Example: a person arguing with someone else can reach unity by understanding the other person's perspective. Creating balance. Recognizing polarity helps us create a more balanced life. Example: balancing work and rest. Examples of the principle of polarity. Heat and cold. Heat and cold appear as opposites, but in reality, they are two states of a single thing, temperature. The difference lies in their intensity and degree. Light and darkness. Light and darkness are two poles of the concept of brightness. Neither exists independently, and the existence of one gives meaning to the other. Love and hate. Love and hate are emotional states that seem opposed but exist on a single emotional spectrum and can transform into each other. Life and death. Life and death appear as opposites, but in reality, they are two aspects of the cycle of existence. How to apply the principle of polarity. Accept duality. Understanding that duality is a natural part of the world helps us deal with conflicts more effectively. Focus on the positive pole. By knowing that everything has a positive and a negative pole, we can consciously focus on the positive aspects. Example: instead of focusing on failure, pay attention to the lessons learned from it. Practice changing poles. By shifting your perspective and emotional intensity, you can transform negative states into positive ones. Exercise. When angry, try to cultivate calmness through deep breathing and focused attention. Achieve harmony. Striving to find the balance point between two polar opposites creates a more harmonious life. Example: balancing logic and emotion. Questions for reflection on the principle of polarity. How can I accept the conflicts in life as parts of a greater whole? Is it possible to gradually transform my negative emotions and thoughts into positive ones? How can I create more balance between the two poles in my life? The core message of the principle of polarity. This principle teaches us that opposites are not only natural but essential. Polarity is part of the unity of the universe, and understanding it allows us to live a more balanced and conscious life. It also gives us the power to transform our mental and emotional states toward the desired poles, allowing us to live in greater harmony with the world around us. The principle of rhythm. Everything flows in and out. Everything has its movement forward and backward. Everything oscillates like a pendulum between its poles. The measure of the swing in one direction is equal to the measure of the swing in the opposite direction. Rhythm governs everything. The principle of rhythm explains that everything in the universe is subject to a rhythmic movement that occurs in a cyclical and periodic manner. This movement is part of the natural flow of the universe, causing everything, from the smallest particles to the largest galaxies, to be in a constant state of change and oscillation. Key concepts of the principle of rhythm. Periodic movement. Everything in the universe experiences a back and forth motion. This movement can occur on physical, mental, or spiritual levels. Like ocean waves, the flow of life operates in a rhythmic pattern of progress and return. Natural cycles. The principle of rhythm is evident in nature through cycles such as day and night, seasons of the year, life and death, growth and decay. The principle of balance. Just as a pendulum moves in one direction and then returns in the opposite, the universe's rhythm maintains balance between two poles. Mastering the rhythm. Although rhythm is a universal law, it can be managed by understanding it, preventing its negative effects, and keeping the mind in balance. Different dimensions of the principle of rhythm. Physical. Rhythm is clearly observed in nature, such as the rising and setting of the sun, tides in the sea, biological cycles like sleep and wakefulness. Mental. On a mental level, individuals oscillate between different emotional and mental states, such as joy and sadness, excitement and depression, or energy and fatigue. Social. Human history also follows rhythmic patterns, such as periods of peace and war, progress and economic recession. Spiritual. On a spiritual level, rhythm is seen in personal growth and development. A person may experience periods of enlightenment and inspiration, followed by times of stillness and introspection. How the principle of rhythm appears in our lives. Personal cycles. Each person experiences fluctuations in daily life, such as energy peaks in the morning and fatigue in the evening. Success and failure. Individuals may experience a period of success, followed by setbacks. However, this cycle is a natural part of the rhythm of life. Emotional changes. Human emotions rise and fall like waves, sometimes joyful and energetic, sometimes sad or exhausted. Health and illness. Even physical health is influenced by rhythm, with the body experiencing periodic cycles of health and sickness. How to apply the principle of rhythm. Accepting fluctuations. Understanding that life operates in cycles helps us face challenges and changes with greater calmness. Example: if you experience a period of setback or failure, recognize that it is just part of a cycle, and progress will follow. Controlling reactions. Although we cannot stop the rhythm, we can manage our reactions to it. Example: in times of sadness or stress, focusing on calmness and patience prevents negative impacts. Aligning with patterns. Understanding the rhythm of life helps us align our plans with natural cycles. Example: use your peak energy times to accomplish important tasks and rest during energy lows. Predicting cycles. Recognizing rhythmic patterns enables us to anticipate changes and be better prepared to face them. Examples and manifestations of the principle of rhythm. Nature. Seasonal changes: spring, summer, autumn, winter. Tides in the sea. Economy. Economic cycles include periods of growth and recession. Relationships. Human relationships also follow a rhythm. Sometimes they become closer, and at other times, distance increases. Mental and emotional. Periods of high creativity followed by mental stillness. Spiritual. Moments of spiritual connection and enlightenment followed by indifference or introspection. The core message of the principle of rhythm. The principle of rhythm reminds us that life is in a constant flow of progress and return, highs and lows, and ongoing movement. This principle helps us embrace these fluctuations, maintaining balance and inner calm in the face of challenges. When we understand that every difficult period is followed by a time of comfort and progress, we gain greater control and ability to manage our lives effectively. The principle of cause and effect. Every cause has an effect, and every effect has a cause. Everything happens according to a law. Chance is merely a term for a law that is not yet understood. There are many levels of causation, but nothing escapes the law. The principle of cause and effect explains that nothing in the universe occurs by accident. Every event or phenomenon is the result of a specific cause, and this cause itself is also the effect of another cause. This principle demonstrates that the universe operates entirely through a logical chain of causes and effects. Key concepts of the principle of cause and effect. The universe is lawful. Everything operates under specific and precise laws. Nothing happens outside of these laws. Causation is chain-like. Every cause creates an effect, and every effect can itself be the cause of another effect. This chain is infinite. There is no such thing as chance. There is no such thing as chance or random events. These terms are only used to describe events whose causes are not yet known to us. Lawfulness at all levels. This principle applies across all levels of life: physical, mental, spiritual, and social. Dimensions of the principle of cause and effect. Physical. In the material world, everything follows the laws of cause and effect. For example, gravity causes objects to fall, or heat causes materials to expand. Mental. Thoughts and emotions are also subject to the law of cause and effect. A positive thought can generate motivation and success, while negative thoughts may result in anxiety or failure. Spiritual. On a spiritual level, this principle resembles the law of karma. Human actions, causes, have consequences, effects, that come back to us. Social. Historical events, political decisions, and social interactions all result from specific causes. Practical applications of the principle of cause and effect. Taking responsibility. By understanding that our actions and thoughts cause the outcomes of our lives, we can take greater responsibility for our decisions and behaviors. Identifying causes. Analyzing events to find their causes helps us address problems more effectively. Example: if you are facing financial problems, you can identify causes such as poor spending habits. Creating change. By changing the causes, we can also change the effects. Example: if you desire success, you should create causes such as hard work and continuous learning. Prediction. Understanding cause and effect relationships enables us to predict the outcomes of our decisions. Example: if you save money now, you will have greater financial security in the future. Examples and illustrations of the principle of cause and effect. Personal life. An unhealthy lifestyle, cause, can lead to illness, effect. Exercise and regular activity, cause, result in fitness and health, effect. Human relationships. Mutual respect, cause, leads to stronger relationships, effect. Ignoring others' needs, cause, may result in broken relationships, effect. Career success. Hard work and continuous learning, cause, result in job promotions, effect. Disorganization and procrastination, cause, may result in career failure. Effect. Nature and environment. Environmental pollution, causes climate change and harm to wildlife. Effect. How to apply the principle of cause and effect in your life. Analyze outcomes. If you dislike a result, go back and find the causes behind it. Example: if you feel low on energy, the cause might be poor nutrition or insufficient sleep. Create positive causes. To make positive changes, incorporate the causes that lead to those changes into your life. Example: if you seek happiness, strengthen causes like gratitude and optimism. Accept responsibility. Instead of blaming others or circumstances, take responsibility for your life and create causes that lead to desired changes. Focus on decision-making. Make conscious decisions and consider their consequences. Example: before spending money, think about its impact on your budget. The core message of the principle of cause and effect. This principle reminds us that nothing in life is random. Everything we experience is the result of causes that we or others have created. Understanding this law empowers us to take control of our lives, create the right causes, and achieve desired outcomes. It also helps us to anticipate the consequences of our decisions and live a more purposeful and goal-oriented life. The principle of gender. Gender exists in everything. Everything has male and female principles. Gender operates on all levels. This principle is one of the deepest Hermetic principles, stating that everything in the universe contains two energies or two complementary principles: male energy and female energy. This principle is not just about physical gender in humans, but is a more universal concept that operates in all aspects of life and the universe, from material and mental levels to spiritual levels. Key concepts of the principle of gender. Duality of energy. Male energy represents action, initiative, logic, and creativity. Female energy represents acceptance, intuition, nurturing, and receptiveness. These two energies complement each other and must be in balance to create any phenomenon or event. Balance and synergy. The principle of gender shows that all beings and phenomena are a combination of both male and female energies. Balancing these energies leads to creativity and harmony. The universe as a living whole. In nature, this principle is evident in life cycles, reproduction, and interactions among elements. Example: electricity is created through the interaction of positive, male, and negative, female, poles. Mental and spiritual levels. On a mental level, male energy can produce ideas, while female energy nurtures and brings them to life. On a spiritual level, these energies are necessary for inner growth and transformation. Different dimensions of the principle of gender. Physical level. In the material world, gender means male and female and the ability to reproduce. This phenomenon is seen in animals, plants, and even some natural interactions. Mental level. The human mind also contains two aspects. Male aspect, logical thinking, analysis, planning, and decision-making. Female aspect, intuition, creativity, emotional intelligence, and nurturing. Spiritual level. On a spiritual level, this principle refers to the unity and final union of a person with the whole of existence. This union is only possible when male and female energies are balanced within oneself. Signs of male and female energies in life. Male energy. Characteristics: proactivity, creativity, power, dominance, and logic. Examples: quick decision-making and problem-solving, initiating a new project, standing up to challenges. Female energy. Characteristics: sensitivity, acceptance, nurturing, intuition, and understanding. Examples: empathy and listening to others, nurturing and developing ideas, creating harmony in relationships, balancing these two energies. Characteristics: effective creativity, logical decision-making combined with empathy, and action paired with insight. Examples: a successful manager who is both strategic and compassionate, an artist who brings creative ideas to life with precision and grace. Examples and manifestations of the principle of gender in nature and culture. Nature. Plants and animals rely on male and female energies for reproduction. Example: pollination between male and female plants. Art and creativity. Creativity results from combining male energy, idea generation, with female energy, nurturing and execution. Example: a writer who creates an idea and then refines it with emotional depth and insight. Philosophy and science. Many philosophies and religions emphasize the balance between male and female principles. Example: the concept of yin and yang in Chinese philosophy, which symbolizes the balance of opposing forces. Society. Societies that value both male energy, competition and logic, and female energy, collaboration and intuition, are often more dynamic and successful. Practical applications of the principle of gender in life. Creativity. For effective creativity, idea generation, male energy, and nurturing the idea, female energy, must be combined. Example: a painter who first sketches an idea, male energy, and then details it with care and precision, female energy. Relationships. Understanding male and female energies helps improve relationships. Example: balancing providing support, female energy, with offering solutions, male energy. Personal growth. For personal development, balancing action-oriented energy, male, with introspection, female, is necessary. Example: pursuing goals with determination while also reflecting on personal values and purpose. Mental health. Embracing both aspects of energy can reduce stress and bring greater inner satisfaction. The core message of the principle of gender. The principle of gender shows that everything in the universe is a combination of male and female energies. These two principles are complementary and necessary. Without their cooperation, no creativity or change can occur. Understanding this principle helps us achieve balance in life, improve relationships, and embark on personal and spiritual growth, leading to a more harmonious and meaningful existence. If you're enjoying this, please subscribe us and like the video.